If you've been looking for an awesome way to heat up your house or heat up a certain room, I have the product for you guys. So we ended up getting this standalone electric fireplace, and I just love all the different things you can do with it, and the heat that comes from it is amazing. And I just especially like this one because even though it is kind of like an artificial fire, they do so much to make it look so real. So of course it has the color and like the coals at the bottom, and the heat is on right now, so it feels so good. But you don't always have to have the heat on. It can also just be like a decor piece. And then they give you can't even tell because it's like see-through, which is really cool. It just blends into the wall, but they give you this backdrop so that you can actually see like the flames coming out from the fire. So I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like when it's off. And by the way, the black thing you're seeing back there, that's the cord. That's just where our plug-in is. But if you have this plugged in somewhere else, that usually won't be behind there. But so looking at the remote, so you just hit the power button and that kind of turns everything on. And then, so the nice thing is if it's nighttime, you can turn the flame off. So you can just have the heat going and turn the flame off. You can turn it back on, and then the heat you can turn on and off. So it'll make like a sound and it'll turn off after a couple seconds. So you can kind of hear it. It's kind of like a small, very faint fan, and then it'll turn off. And then another cool thing is if you do want the light, but you want it to be a little bit dimmer, you can just click the dimmer button. So this is the dimmest, and then it goes back up to the brightest it can get, and then it can go back to the dimmest. So, and then there's also sound. So they have like a couple sounds on here. So there's the first sound. It just kind of sounds like a little fire if you like that. And then here's the second sound. It's kind of more just like in the forest, like if you like background sound when you're like sleeping or something like that, that's another one. And then here's another one. It kind of sounds like, you know, a road. And like, so if you're someone who likes to have that background white noise, there's that. And then it goes back to the crackling fire. So this little screen down here with the two red dots, that's a little indicator of certain buttons. So for example, like the timer, if I want to do 1 hour of having this on, 2 hours, 3 hours, it goes all the way from 1 to 8, so that'll show up there. And then if the heat is on, if I want to adjust the temperature, I can click the temperature, and then the plus and minus is the sound and the flame, so you can see it's at 78, 79, 80, and so I can go all the way down and up. And I believe the amount of temperature you can do is from like 50 degrees to 99 degrees. So again, we absolutely love our little fireplace, especially too because we don't even have one in our home, so it's super adorable. It works so good warming up a room. It's also great for background noise, and it just looks so cool. So if you guys have been looking for a way to warm up your house or warm up a certain room, this fireplace is the one to get.